Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Julie.
And welcome to Weir on the Move.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome aboard We're on the Move.
Welcome aboard We're Not on the Move.
We're definitely not on the move.
Nope.
No, we've been here for how many weeks now?
I think this is our 4th week, maybe.
Water tank is on about just under a quarter now.
Yeah, so Julie's showering even less.
What's that?
Even less. I mean, you know, we are literally down to the last few dregs of water. We are going to have to move, probably in the next day to 3 days maybe, to go and get some water, because obviously we need to get water. We can't run out of water completely. So
our options are to go up 6 locks that are very, very closely together to the water point at the top of the 6 locks.
Yep.
Or we can reverse quite a long way round some bends.
Yeah.
Down 1 lock and then quite a stretch again to the water point.
Either way, we'll film it, so we've got some actual canal footage of us moving on the canals.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's classed as essential travel, so we're not going to be breaking any rules to do it.
We need to get water.
Yeah, we went shopping this week. That was interesting. I donned my backpack. I put my utility belt on and my baseball bat with nails studded in the end. And went off on a foray to the shops. The dog's about to cough. No, he stopped. Went off on a foray to the shops. On the way, I passed a broken down pickup truck with an old crow on the roof. I siphoned the fuel from the tank.
Like Walking Dead.
Yeah, it was like The Walking Dead. Yeah. And the odd thing is, all I came back with was a pack of English muffins and some Earl Grey tea. So, but it was necessary. It was essential supplies.
No, we did. You did actually go shopping, didn't you?
Yep.
I drove, sat in the car. Mark went into the shop because there's only one person allowed in, which is very, very good. And they made you all stand a good 2 meters apart, didn't they, in the queue to get in? But that took, what was it, 45 minutes to an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did. About an hour to get into the shop.
Off we go.
Off we go.
To the shops.
To the shops. This is the village of Marsworth.
Probably the end of it. It's a bit bumpy.
It is a bit bumpy.
There's actually more cars on the road than I thought there would be.
Busy. Yeah. Mind you, there's 2,900 spaces the same.
So Mark is in a queue, not too sure where. That actually goes all the way around the car park. And there he is in the queue. Getting a little bit closer. So this is the first time I've been out. I've driven Mark to the supermarket. You're only allowed 1 person in at a time. So Mark has gone, he's gone to join the queue, which is quite a long queue. People are keeping their distance. So we're at the Waitrose shop at the moment, which is the nearest one to us, and people are keeping a really good distance, and then when they get to the front of the queue, they're then met by a member of staff who's actually wiping down the trolleys. So that's, you know, really good. Unfortunately, you get out the car and you find somebody's gloves that they've used, their latex gloves, just chucked on the floor, which is just disgusting. I don't know why people are doing that. You know, just turn them in on their cells and just put them in the bin. You're gonna have to wash your hands anyway when you get in. And this is the annoying thing. You get out of the car and you're greeted by somebody's pair of gloves. Why on earth would you just leave them on the floor like that? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It just seems crazy. But yeah, the car park is quite full. We've been a week since we last went shopping. We're only buying essentials, you know, what we need. We're not wasting anything. In fact, we're eating a lot of things that are out of date, and lots of meats and things like that, just to make sure that we can eke out our supply. Mark's got diabetes, I've got asthma, so we're trying our hardest to stay away from the shops as much as we can do, and only really going when the need is great, and not just when Mark needs some beer.
Zombies everywhere.
How was it?
It was alright, just had to queue for an hour to get in the shop. They had pretty much everything we needed. They had beer. And
the most important thing.
Yeah, the most important thing. And you have to queue to get to the checkout, so it takes a long time to go through the checkouts, but other than that, it's just a normal shop. Could be worse, it could be raining. Sure. It made me laugh because there were people there with face masks and their rubber surgical gloves, and they put their gloves on, and then they put their face masks on, and then they got their mobile phones out, and then they scratched their head, and then they went on their phone, and then when they came out of the shop, they put the trolley back, they took their mask off, they wiped their faces with their hands in their gloves, and went back on their phones, and then took their gloves off very carefully, bearing in mind they've just been in a shop picking up hundreds of items that everybody else has just been in picking up as well. So I'm not entirely sure how good a policy that is to wear gloves. Just wash your hands, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, just wash your hands.
I mean, gloves are only protecting your skin from the virus. It's not protecting the virus from being on your gloves. So if you're wearing gloves, just make sure you don't wipe your face with it, or play with your phone, or whatever else you're going to be doing.
Incidentally, Julie's got a new hobby. It's predicting what's going to happen before it actually happens. So far, I've been right. I've said she needs to write to the World Health Organization and offer to take over. Yeah. Because she seems to know exactly what's going on. She's got her finger on the pulse. Where we are at the reservoir, things have quietened down a little bit, but there are still an awful lot of people walking around, you know, having picnics, which... Yeah. You know, it's not great. Sitting on this bench has been driving me insane. There must be 50 people sit on this bench in one day, and you're just thinking, why aren't you thinking you're touching something that somebody else has touched? Yeah. But there, we washed the boat. Washed the boat. We've got some footage of that. Yeah. The sun came out, so we washed the boat and we made it nice and shiny down the side. We cleaned a bit of the pram cover inside. We got some footage of that. This is really exciting. What are you up to, G? I'm cleaning the pram cover. I think boredom has set in because all the boaters are doing the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but other things on their boat, called painting and polishing. How's the polishing going? Very well. It was a good idea at the time, wasn't it? It was. Personally, I think we should leave it halfway and have a beer. Hope they're going to think I'm an alcoholic. Well, I'm making a cup of tea. Lovely. Yep, you can see a difference. Julie cut her toenails. We've got some footage of that. Yeah, me going to the toilet, footage of that.
No.
We haven't really.
Saw some bats.
Yes,
some amazing bats.
We have got footage of that.
I tried to get some footage of that, so hopefully
no, we've definitely got footage of that.
Right.
Definitely got footage of that. I did a bit of Keep Fit, so we got some footage of that too. That's interesting.
Yeah. What on earth is going on down here?
What are you doing?
Oh, this is Mark doing his Joe Wicks warm-up. Mark, this is the children's one.
Yeah?
Why have you got my scarf on your head?
What's a sweatband? I'm working up sweating.
The body coach couldn't make it today. He's had to have a little bit of a nap. He's tired, so he didn't stay up really. Right, so kicks good. If you just have a couple of shots to warm things up.
Are you making the old man noise?
Girls in Germany. Good morning. Good morning. Hello to Liga in Melbourne.
How many minutes have you been doing so far?
Minute and a half. Maybe 2.
Look at Eric's face.
It's not about the minutes.
He looks so confused.
It's about the burn.
It's like, what on earth is this man doing?
It's about the burn.
Eric's very confused by what's going on.
Kicking off the body burns. First exercise is the frog startup. So what we do is we go out.
You can't do it, can you, Mark?
Up.
Huh?
Arms out.
That's me done for the day.
This is the children's version.
Oh,
Well, thought I'd ease myself in.
And my lovely friend Liz Meachan sent over a link to share with you all. And it is a link, I can't say it. What is it link for, Mark?
No, why don't you say it? Say it, come on.
Not. No,
Come on.
no, come on.
Say what the show is called.
No. It's in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Julie said to me this morning, I'll send you the link to the Cirque du Soleil. And I was like, you mean Cirque du Soleil? And she was like, oh, is that how you say it? So it's a link to the Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas.
It's the actual show and it is amazing, absolutely amazing, well worth a watch. The first couple of minutes is in German and it's a presenter talking about the show.
It does sound a bit dodgy when it first starts. Genuinely, it doesn't feature 2 plumbers, a single woman and a broken sink. It really doesn't.
But there's some a German presenter at the beginning for the first few minutes, so just bear with that because you will see the whole show and it looks incredible.
It does, yeah. We're going to watch it tonight.
Yeah.
We'd also like to know in the comments as well down below if you went on to Chatterpack or you used any of the resources that we said in the last video. We apologise, that was 2 weeks ago. We just couldn't muster any content, to be quite honest. To be quite honest. But if you did, let us know how you got on, whether you went travelling, whether you saw different city skylines, whether you did take in a show. I know that One Man, Two Governors was on Thursday just gone. That had massive response. I think it's had something like, within 2 days, it had 2.5 million views on YouTube. That's the National Theatre show with James Corden. So we want to say hello to our new patron, Michael Hayden. I think that's how you pronounce your name. It's spelled Hydorn. So hello and thank you to you. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
And I think that's probably about it, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, what we would like you to do.
Oh yeah.
Is if you can film yourself. That would be really great.
Keep it clean.
And if you can just introduce yourself and tell us where you are.
Keep it nice and short if you can, about 10 seconds. Just a quick hello, my name is, and this is the view from my window. And then if you could upload that to our Facebook page, just like you did with your photos, and we had loads of response on that, you know. And thank you to everybody who did post a picture. But we just thought it would be quite nice if everybody said a quick hello from around the world, a bit like a kind of start a Mexican wave of hellos around the world.
So if you're happy for us to put it onto YouTube, what we're going to do is we're going to choose a couple of clips each week and we're going to add it into our video, so that you can also see the other members of our audience and we can travel around the world. So that is our idea. I'd love to know where you're all coming from. If you can video, if you've got a phone, if you can video it in landscape rather than portrait, it comes out better on the YouTube channel. So this is what it's like in isolation. We've got a number of boats in front of us, and we've got the wonderful Jules Fuels filling us with diesel and coal behind at the moment. So this is the most fun we've had all week. The fuel boat has turned up and we've managed to get some diesel and some coal, which is really good. Not a lot is happening, it's so quiet out here. We see a few people walking around the reservoir, but generally people aren't interacting with each other, so it was really lovely to see the fuel boat today and be able to have a little chat with them. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps us out enormously. The stats show that it's about a 50-50 split of subscribers that watch to non-subscribers that watch. So even if 20 or 30% of those non-subscribers did so, then you know, it would help us out even more. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Then click the bell icon and that will give you notification from YouTube when we post new videos. We promise not to wait another 2 weeks. Leave any comments in the comments box down below.
Don't forget to film yourself.
Yeah, don't forget to film yourself and post it onto the YouTube, onto the Facebook page.
Yeah.
But if you leave your comments down in the comments below, we answer every single one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that covers it, doesn't it?
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.